till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
Hey guys, today on the podcast we got Angus Blyth. He's just coming off a win against the Rebels in Stuncorp last night, and he's off to play the final against the Brumbies next week. This was recorded this week during the finals, so I hope you guys enjoy the podcast with Angus, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
What did you want to be when you were growing up?
To be honest, I didn't really know. I guess I only wanted to be a rugby player in high school. So, just playing rugby with my friends. I really enjoyed that, but never really wanted to go professional until sort of year 10, and that just took off from there.
Yeah, what age was that?
That was about when I was 16, so 15 or 16. I sort of decided that this is something I want to do, and I wanted to pursue it further.
Yeah. How would your oldest friend describe you?
My oldest friend, that's a tough one. I think they would say that pretty easygoing, laid back, easy to get along with, hardworking, and just sort of do everything with a smile, and happy to be around people.
Yeah. What are you most proud of in your life so far?
I think I'm most proud of sort of getting to where I am at the moment. Playing Super Rugby, it's not easy to sort of make it this far. I had to go through a lot of hurdles, changing schools, that kind of thing. Getting the right opportunities to put myself in the best position to sort of make this dream come true. I'm just proud of everything I've done to get myself this far.
Yeah. How do you handle hard times, like injury or not getting selected?
I think for me, I personally use it as motivation. Obviously, there's always that little bit of self-doubt or sort of sadness when those things happen, like a sort of injury or not being selected. But for me, I just use it as motivation, and I sort of think in my head, right, they haven't picked me or whatever, or if I'm injured, I'll say to myself, what can I fix? What can I do better next time so that they can pick me instead of the other bloke in the team, or I come back and I'm stronger or faster than where I was before. So that's the way I sort of think of it. Yeah.
Now, going back to schoolboy rugby, what was it like switching schools at such a young age?
So for me, my family, we moved around a lot with my dad's work. So we moved, from Sydney to Northern Rivers and back, and then back up to Kingscliff, and then I moved to TSS at the age of 16. That was pretty tough, having to always sort of make new friends and stuff, which is pretty hard. But I guess it sort of makes yourself be easy to get along with people, and if you can learn how to make friends quickly, that's a pretty good skill in life, I think.
Yeah. So then, playing for TSS in rugby, what was that experience like for your couple of years of high school that you got to play in that?
Yeah, it was actually awesome. The school spirit that TSS has is awesome. Loved playing in the first 15 there. It was got a real sort of connection and bond to the school and to my other teammates and classmates. And it's really is a spectacle. When there's a game on the weekend, the schools have the drum line, and there's always a big crowd and the war cries and stuff. So it is awesome to play in front of that, and also to watch it. As before I played in the first 15, it was just awesome to watch and see that high standard of rugby, and just the atmosphere is amazing.
Yeah. What was the hardest team to play in that GPS competition?
So for me, it would have been Churchy back then. They were the sort of the best team in that era. You had the likes of, Kalen Ponga and all those guys, coming through, and Jaden Sewer and all that kind of stuff. Big Hocko played against him and all that. So they were a really strong sort of team there for a few years, and we was on the receiving end of that team a couple of years in a row. So it was, they were probably the hardest opposition.
Yeah. And then fast forwarding a bit, what was it like playing in the NRC?
Yeah, NRC is great competition. It's sort of like the current Super Rugby model now, which is you play the Australian teams, a level up from club rugby, which is great, and yeah, just we have that that competition where it's not a high pressure sort of comp. You can sort of play some good rugby, have some fun, travel around a bit. I got to go to Fiji. I was lucky enough to play there last year, I think, and it's awesome to be able to go to those places and just to play rugby.
Yeah, and then under 20s for Australia. What was that whole experience like?
Yeah, it was good. So I was played for the under 20s in 2 years. My first year, I actually sat on the bench for one of the games, didn't get on. So unfortunately, in the World Cup, the Junior World Cup, I didn't actually play, but I played in the sort of the lead-up tournament at Bond, and it was good. It was good to have that experience playing against international teams. Is great, and then in my second year of under 20s in France, it was awesome experience to go over there. It's sort of a bit eye-opening playing against New Zealand and Wales and that kind of stuff. The sort of good teams in the comp, and you learn a lot, and you learn a lot about being on tour and away from home and away from your family. So it's overall it's a great experience, and very lucky I got selected to play in that.
You play a game in the next year?
Yeah. Luckily, I played every game in the next year. So, from one end of the spectrum to the other.
Yeah. And then Queensland Reds, how's that been the last couple of years?
It's been great. I sort of joined the main squad in 2018, and had to work my way into the team. Finally got a chance at the end of 2018, coming off the bench in the last round, which is great. And then, last year, 2019, I, got my first start, played a few of the games, at the second half of the season. And, this year as well, just been, grinding away and getting some good game time. So, it's been a really good experience overall. All the boys, all the lads are really young, enthusiastic, really enjoy, each other's company. Everyone gets along well, and it's a great team to be a part of. And everyone's, trying to get that same goal of winning a tournament.
Yeah. What would it mean this week to win and take Queensland to a grand final?
It'd be huge. It would be awesome. It's been a long time, 7 years, I think, since we've made the finals series. So to be able to do that in front of a home crowd as well this weekend will be awesome. The Rebels who are playing a good team, and we'll be looking to continue our recent form, against them. Hopefully get the win and head to the final the following week.
Good luck this weekend. I'll be there.
Yeah, thank you.
What was your path to professional rugby?
So I started my rugby as a sort of under 10. In under 10s, there was just a local rugby club called Casuarina Rugby, which is about 20 minutes south of the Queensland-New South Wales border, near the beach there, and played in the local comp there. And then, I got an opportunity to go to TSS So I went to TSS there from 16 to when I graduated. And then after that, went through the Reds under 20 system, played NRC, and then got caught up into the main Red squad to train with them. And then, yeah, finally made my debut at the end of 2018 in the Reds, the full Reds team. So it's been a long time, but it's been good. It's been great to sort of go through the system and work my way up.
Yeah. What are your goals for the next couple of years?
The next couple of years, for me, it's just to continue to build my game, my rugby game, continue to get better, and then not sort of leave anything to what if, or I should have done this, I should have trained harder. It's just sort of give everything, and hopefully opportunities come up, for the gold jersey. If not, I'll just keep training, keep getting better, and keep playing my hard sort of style that I like to play.
Yeah. Have you always played lock?
I have always played lock, yes. So I've always been a tall kid, so there's no real other position for me but for lock. But yeah, no, that's my position.
How tall are you?
So I'm officially 6'8", which is about 204.5 centimeters. So yeah, pretty tall.
Yeah. Good line-out jumper.
Yeah, exactly.
How were you keeping yourself busy and fit during the time of COVID when you had no training?
So for COVID, my girlfriend is from WA, from Perth. So for that sort of break where we weren't required to be at Ballymore training, I went over to Perth with her, and I just did training with her for that little break. She helped me out, holding pads and stuff and holding the cones, and she likes to think that she gives me some speed techniques, but that's all rubbish. So that's what I did over in Perth, and it was a good time to sort of develop my sort of skills and strength over there as well.
Yeah. Who's the worst teammate to run with through your career and why? And be completely honest.
I have to think. I had a few roommates. Probably Tate, I reckon. Tate would be the worst because he likes to, before games, he likes to shave his legs in the bathtub in the hotel rooms. So the bathroom is out of action for a good hour if he's using it. So that'd probably be the worst. I've been lucky. I've had pretty good roommates with sort of Rongers and Angus Scott Young. So, but I'd have to say Tate's the worst.
And then who's the best with Angus?
Who's the best? I'd have to be either Angus Scott Young or Rongers. I'd put them as a tie.
Yeah. What's the best word to describe you right now?
Best word. It's a good question, Max. I think I'd go hardworking with an apostrophe. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'd say.
What advice would you give a 12-year-old today?
In what aspects? In rugby or?
Oh, in anything. We'll go rugby.
Rugby, I'd say enjoy it. Enjoy having, spending time with your friends, training, winning, because, when you get to my level, if you don't enjoy it, then it makes it a lot harder to train and play, every week and turn up. So if you can, if you enjoy it and you really love the game, then, it goes a long way.
Yeah. You doing any studying for uni or anything?
I am, yeah. So I'm studying a Bachelor of Commerce at Bond University, and I'm about halfway through that degree there. So currently on holidays now, but I think we start up the next couple of weeks and next semester. So getting that ticked off, which is good.
Yeah. Because you play club rugby for Bond, don't you?
Yeah, I do. So I was lucky to get the John Eales scholarship, the rugby scholarship there. So that's so I get to study there and play for Bond.
Yeah. So that comes in the deal, basically.
Yeah.
Did you play for a club before Bond?
No. So I just left straight from school and then straight away went to Bond.
Yeah. Thanks for your time today, Angus. Good luck
No
on the
worries.
weekend. Let's hope for a win.
Yeah, thanks, Max. Thanks for having me, and we'll be going for the win for sure.
I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast with Angus Blyth. If you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button, that would be great. Just hit 50 subscribers, and thank you guys so much. Anyway, I'll see you in the next.
They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown.